Hey everybody, welcome to another Mondays with Mark. Today is the Friday edition, and today, I know it's taken me a week or so to get this video out, but I gotta tell you, I've had all kinds of great experiences this last week, and I want to talk to you about how to live your life in a compass orientation and live in the dream, have hope, create a stress-free environment, create more time in your life, and more income opportunities by doing so, versus living in the clock. Tick, 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 tick. Next thing you know, 40 years slips away and the clock is still ticking. You're still chasing down tasks. You're still trying to reach goals in your life. And you look in the mirror and you go, what happened? Well, here's what happened to me the last week. Those of you that follow me, you saw the post last week about getting one of my wife's dreams to come to fruition. She got to drive a big old bulldozer, and I won't bore you with the details today, but it was pretty exciting last week. You can go check out that video. And I started thinking about the dream, and that was last Tuesday. And then last Thursday, I got to speak to a group of young professionals, probably 35 and under. There's about 150 people in the room. And I talked to them about vertical alignment. I taught them how to prioritize their lives and how to create more time and how to become more efficient in all the things that they currently do. And I talked to them about living their life on a compass versus a clock. Well, that was a new concept. Hardly anybody recognized that concept. And then on Sunday, I had a chance with my wife to speak to a group of about 80 people. And these were young couples that were going to be getting married. And we were giving them a talk about communications and how to relate to each other. And we used a Gary Chapman style conversation about the 5 love languages. And again, I talked about the compass versus the clock. And just one thing after another, all week long, all my meetings, they just turned into the compass instead of the clock. And I thought, I think somebody's trying to deliver me a message. So now I'm trying to deliver you a message. When you dream, and you dream big, and that's what a dream is, it's so big and so just unbelievable that you can't figure out a way you can do it yourself. And you're going to have to rely on the help of others or even God power. You might even have to say, God, I don't know how this is going to happen. You're going to have to make this happen. That's a dream. And compared to a goal or a task, which is, I need to do this, I need to do that, that's next, and then we go through and we check off that list. And some of us can spend a lifetime checking off lists. Well, you know what? When you got a list staring in your face every day, guess what you got? Stress. When you have your half your day filled already with to-dos and you haven't even started your day, guess what you've got? No time. When your mind is so engaged and your body is so active in trying to do the things that you think are necessary, clock-oriented, all of your good energy, all of your good ability and capacity to create and dream and think, it blocks you, and you're actually in bondage to the clock. When you're blocked, you can't dream. When you can't dream, you can't create income opportunities. Income opportunities can't find you because your antenna are turned off. You're so busy on the clock. Here's the remedy. Everywhere I went, I taught people how to dream. I taught them how to start with a list of 10 items for themselves monetarily and build that list out. And then how to start a list of 10 items for self, non-monetary, and then build that list out. And then how to start a list of 10 items for others that could either be monetary or non-monetary. The first one's motivational. The second one captures both motivation and motive. But that third list, that others list, that's about 100% motive. And we need both in our lives in order to live on a compass. That compass is where we're heading. That compass should be pointing to true north. What's the true north in your life? Is it get up every day and spend the best weeks, the best months, the best years of your life for 40 years following that clock, clicking off the tasks of the world? Or are you dream-focused and dream-centered, and you have a purpose and a cause and a goal greater than yourself that you're going after, that fuels you up every day you wake up, you read that dream list, those 10 items, and you go, man, I know where I'm going today. I'm ready for anything. You still go through the tasks, you still go through the position of a clock, but it has no effect on your life when you have a dream and you're living by a compass. You'll always be directional and journey-oriented, rather than looking at that clock and hoping it just keeps ticking so you could end the day and get out of here, wherever here is. And I also want to share this with you. I've been living that life of a dream builder and on the compass for so long. It is so natural to me that I just speak that all the time. My whole family lives that way. My children, my wife, all of us. And as we're checking dreams off our list, and we're compass oriented, last week was such a big deal for me to watch my beautiful wife riding that great big bulldozer, that DC-6 Caterpillar, and knocking dirt over. Like, who has time to think like that? Well, 5 years ago for her birthday, she wanted a blimp ride. So we made that dream come possible on a blimp ride. And you get the picture, so forth, so on. We're always making dreams come true in our lives. For me personally, and for you personally, I highly recommend you start at 10-10-10. If you need some help figuring out the 10-10-10 process, I have a couple tips for you. First of all, at e5leader.com, we have blogs written on the 10-10-10, what it means, how to structure that compass in your life versus a clock. We can help you with that. We also have video blogs that you can look at. You can sign up on the Academy email list, and you can get some videos on that topic. Also, you can sign up for the 12 leadership lessons. This is my best 12 lessons of all time. That's 34 years of history. And these are my 12 best lessons. And you can actually get those lessons, and at the end of the lessons, you can buy the E5 Leader book. But anyhow, that's just a couple of ways that you can do it. Here's some ways you can do it without signing up online and without going and putting your name and an email address. Sit down with a pen and a paper and write out 3 columns. 10, 10, and 10. And again, that's self-monetary, self-non-monetary, and others, either monetary or non-monetary. And think back to when you were a little kid. Time and money were no object. You had dreams. You knew what you were going to do. You knew where you were going to go in life. Your dream circle was huge. What happened to that dream circle? I'll tell you what happened. Some well-meaning relative, neighbor, friend, they told you about life and how real it is. Man, you got to get real. You can't have your head in the clouds. You can't be a dreamer. You got to get focused on your school. You got to focus on your education. You got to get focused on your career. Next thing you know, you do all that. Then you go out and get a job, and you're all focused on your career, and all of a sudden your income circle is that big, or maybe that big, or maybe it's that big. But your dream circle was this big, and you suddenly shrink your dream circle to match your income circle, and you start at that very moment living on a clock. For me, it was a slow death. Maybe for you too. For me, it was filled with stress. For me, I didn't have any time. For me, my income opportunities were locked in whatever the job would provide me. I had to free my mind first, and I did it through the 10-10-10. The power of the dream. It is so powerful. That's what gives us a compass. That's what gives us our orientation for true north, whatever that true north is in your life. Your true north might be different than mine. We're all called to different vocations. We're all called to different likes. We're all called to different passions. We're all called to add value, right, as a human race to one another in some way, shape, or form. There's a great deal of hope in our world today. There's a great deal of hope in you. And man, I was so inspired after doing these 3 talks and 2 mentorship meetings this past week. And it all seemed to revolve around the dream. And here it was just last week, I talked to you about the dream and shared with you how Linda's dreams come true. But it's not about us. It's about me trying to share with you. And that makes it about you. I'm trying to deliver the technique to you so that you can live a life of significance. You can live a life of total prosperity. And what is significance? Simply put, it's when all of your own personal needs are taken care of and you've achieved everything you want to achieve, and now you got some room in your life to start thinking about other people. You have some room in your life where you can create a legacy. Maybe a legacy for you, your wife, your husband, maybe for your children. Maybe that legacy is taking care of your parents. Maybe that legacy is buying a new house. I don't know what your legacy is, but you need to discover it, and that 10-10-10 process will help you get on that road to discovery. Man, it was just on my heart today. I had to get out here and share that with you. This is a gorgeous Friday afternoon where I am. I mean, it's November. I don't even know what date it is because I live on a compass. Anyhow, I know it's Friday, and the sun's shining, and it's in the middle of November, and we should have snow by now, and we don't. And I can't wait to get to Florida and stay warm for the winter. But hey, man, I just want to think about you and pray for you, and God bless you. I really appreciate you watching and taking part in the E5 Leadership Academy launch. And I hope you're learning good stuff. I hope your lives are changing. I hope they're transforming. I hope you continue to go and grow as an E5 leader and never, ever, ever let anybody steal your dream. Make the decision today. Only you can do it. And start living your life at this moment on a compass versus the tick, tick, tick of the clock. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.